Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, welcome back to your favorite movie channel, Retro Movie Palace. I am Gert. We tackle 70s, 80s, and 90s movies. And when we do so, we have to talk about Mad Max. Mad Max 1, 10 facts you may or may not know about the movie Mad Max.
Mad Max, released in 1979, is a seminal Australian dystopian action film that marked the directorial debut of George Miller, who co-wrote the screenplay with producer Byron Kennedy. Set in a bleak, near-future Australia teetering on the brink of societal collapse, the film follows the story of Max Rokitansky, portrayed by then-unknown actor Mel Gibson. The cast also includes Joanne Samuel as Max's wife, Jessie, and Hugh Keys-Byrne as the menacing gang leader, Toe Cutter. George Miller, who financed part of the film with earnings from his job as an emergency room doctor, brought a unique blend of gritty realism and high-octane action to the project. The film's innovative approach, resourceful production techniques, and intense performances quickly garnered a cult following and laid the foundation for one of the most iconic franchises in film history. Let's take a look at 10 facts about Mad Max. Number 1. Low budget. Mad Max was created on an exceptionally modest budget of around 350,000 Australian dollars, which was remarkably low even for the time. This financial constraint meant that the filmmakers had to be incredibly resourceful and inventive to bring their vision to life. Director George Miller and producer Byron Kennedy used second-hand equipment and scoured scrapyards for car parts, turning discarded vehicles into the iconic dystopian machines seen in the film. This tight budget fostered a creative and collaborative environment where everyone involved had to contribute to overcoming the numerous financial limitations. Number 2. Mel Gibson's casting. Mel Gibson's casting as Max Rokitansky was serendipitous and somewhat unconventional. He originally accompanied his friend, Steve Bisley, who was auditioning for the role of Jim Goose, to the audition. Gibson had recently been in a bar fight which left his face bruised and battered. The casting agents, intrigued by his disheveled appearance, took photographs of him and asked him to return in a few weeks. When he came back, his face had healed, and the casting directors saw the potential for a rugged, everyman hero in him. Despite having only a few minor film and television credits to his name at the time, Gibson's audition impressed Miller and Kennedy, and he was offered the lead role. Number 3. Real stunts. Mad Max is renowned for its intense and thrilling action sequences, which were achieved through practical effects and real stunts rather than CGI, a rare feat in modern filmmaking. The film's numerous car chases, crashes, and explosions were performed by skilled stuntmen and drivers, adding to the raw, visceral feel of the movie. One of the most notable aspects of these stunts was their authenticity. The filmmakers employed real vehicles, which were heavily modified to appear futuristic and menacing. The stunts were meticulously planned and executed, often in dangerous conditions, contributing to the film's gritty and realistic aesthetic. Number 4. George Miller's day job. While directing Mad Max, George Miller maintained his day job as an emergency room doctor. This unusual dual role had a significant impact on the film's production. Miller's medical career provided him with a steady income, which he used to help finance the film. His experiences in the emergency room also influenced his approach to the movie's intense action sequences and graphic depictions of injury and trauma. The demanding schedule of balancing two careers showcased Miller's dedication and passion for filmmaking. This unique situation highlighted the challenges faced by independent filmmakers who often need to find creative ways to fund their projects and pursue their artistic visions. Number 5. Volunteer crew. Due to the film's limited budget, much of the crew on Mad Max worked for little or no pay, driven by their passion for the project and belief in its potential. Many crew members volunteered their time or accepted minimal wages, sometimes compensated with beer as a token of appreciation. This sense of camaraderie and dedication was vital to overcoming the financial constraints. The collaborative spirit among the cast and crew allowed for innovative solutions to production challenges. Number 6. Repurposed vehicles. One of the standout elements of Mad Max is its distinctive and menacing vehicles, many of which were old cars and motorcycles that were heavily modified to fit the film's dystopian aesthetic. The filmmakers scoured junkyards and secondhand shops to find vehicles that could be transformed into the iconic machines seen on screen. The most famous of these is the V8 Interceptor, Max's car, which was a 1973 Ford Falcon XB GT Coupe. These modifications were done on a tight budget, with the crew using their ingenuity and creativity to make the vehicles look futuristic and formidable. The repurposing of old vehicles not only saved money, but also contributed to the film's gritty, post-apocalyptic atmosphere. Number 7. Shooting guerrilla style. Mad Max was shot in a guerrilla style, a necessity driven by its tight budget and the need for quick, cost-effective solutions. This approach meant that the film often operated without proper permits, leading to spontaneous and unorthodox shooting schedules. Locations were selected based on accessibility and cost, with the crew often filming in remote, desolate areas of rural Australia to achieve the film's stark, post-apocalyptic look. This method created a sense of urgency and unpredictability, both on and off the screen. The cast and crew had to be adaptable and resourceful, frequently improvising to overcome obstacles and maintain the film's production momentum. Number 8. Authentic outlaw extras. To enhance the film's authenticity, many of the extras who played gang members were actual bikers. These real-life outlaws brought a genuine, rugged presence to their roles, lending credibility to the depiction of a lawless, chaotic world. Their familiarity with motorcycles and biker culture also added realism to the action sequences, as they performed many of the motorcycle stunts themselves. Number 9. Painful stunt work. The stunts in Mad Max were not only real, but also often dangerous, leading to actual injuries on set. One of the most notable incidents involved stuntman Grant Page, who broke his leg during the filming of a motorcycle crash scene. Despite the injury, the footage was used in the final cut of the film, adding to its raw and intense feel. This commitment to authentic stunt work underscored the film's dedication to realism and visceral action. The stunt performers' willingness to take risks and endure physical harm highlighted their professionalism and dedication, contributing to the film's reputation for spectacular and believable action sequences. Number 10. Minimal dialogue. Mad Max is known for its sparse dialogue, a deliberate choice by director George Miller to emphasize visual storytelling and the desolate atmosphere of the film's setting. Max Rokitansky, the protagonist, has relatively few lines, which adds to his mysterious and stoic character. The minimal dialogue allowed the film to rely more on its visual elements, such as the stark landscapes, intense action scenes, and expressive performances to convey the story and emotions. This approach created a unique, immersive experience for the audience, drawing them into the bleak, post-apocalyptic world with minimal verbal exposition. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mad Max, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating film insights. See you in the next video.